Let's talk about prayer. Hey YouTube, so God has put it on my heart to talk to you about prayer. So back in June of 2015, I had Andrew. And when Andrew was born, he was born with respiratory distress. That means he had a hard time breathing. And about 3 hours after he was born, he was shipped up to a bigger hospital. And, to go to the NICU there. And I stayed, at my local hospital until the next morning when an ambulance was available to take me up to the hospital so I can finish the rest of my hospital stay there. And anyways, so Andrew was in the NICU for the first 30 days of his life, just trying to survive. He was first put on was it BiPAP or CPAP machine? I don't think it was a CPAP, but like BiPAP or something. And then they weaned him off to a oxygen concentrator. So he was just using the nasal cannula. And, for like that whole month after I left the hospital, I was back and forth like every day or every other day between Cape Cod and Boston. And it was stressful, but I wanted to do it for my son, And anyways, so I was back and forth. I was staying over at the hospital like every night or every other night, sometimes for like a week on end or, weeks. But eventually I had to go home to rest or to, bring supplies back or whatever. But anyways, during that time and during the first year of Andrew's life, I prayed a lot. And I still pray a lot. But I heavily relied on God. I prayed that Andrew would get better, that he would get stronger, that he would get healthier, and that he was able to come home. Because after 2 stillbirths, I couldn't do it anymore. I could not bury another child. And yeah, that first month, it was, like I said, it was stressful. It was depressing. It was bittersweet because I also just had my second stillbirth. So I had a lot going on. But anyways, when Andrew came home after his 30-day stay at the hospital, I still didn't feel like I was able to breathe a sigh of relief because he still had to, be on oxygen the first year of his life. And also my anxiety plays a huge role in that. Yeah, and my depression. But because of God, Andrew came home. He was healthy enough to come home. He was strong enough. And loading him up into the car and bringing him home felt surreal, And once again, bittersweet. And I was like, is this really happening? Am I bringing a child home? Yes. And anyways, like I said, he had to be on oxygen the first year of his life. And he was able to come off the oxygen 1 week before his first birthday. 1 week. Like, that must have been a great birthday present for him. Not that he remembers, but I remember. And I was still anxious, what if something was to happen when he was off the oxygen, but I had to pray a lot to God. I had to rely on God, put my faith in God. And here he is today, a healthy, happy 9-year-old boy who you wouldn't think was on oxygen for the first year of his life. So, prayer works. I prayed to God numerous times. And like I said, I still pray to God. I still pray to God to protect my kids and to show them the way, for them to be the light for others. And if it wasn't for God, I don't think we would have gone through, you know? And just recently I read on the internet, now I don't know how true this is. It could be an inspirational lie, or it could be the truth. But recently I read on the internet that there was a teacher somewhere, and she would say like hexes or spells over the kids in her classroom. But she noticed that there were some kids that weren't affected by it. And she said it was because of the parents who prayed over their kids. It formed like a hex of protection. And like I said, like I don't know if the story is true, but I believe that when you pray over someone, you do like form like a hex of protection over them. Not like you, but God protects them. And provides security, provides a shield. That's what I'm trying to think of. So that's another reason. There are many reasons why prayer is important, but that's just one of the many reasons why prayer is important. So don't forget to pray every day. Pray for yourself. Pray for your loved ones. Pray for strangers in the community, your neighbors, whomever. Pray for the country. Maybe not like, I guess you could pray for those who are in power. But I believe they have their own agenda, which is that's probably like another video, or But yes, pray to God. Lift yourself up in prayer. Lift your loved ones up in prayer. Lift your community. Let's pray to God. Don't forget. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.